Well, we're all visiting San Francisco, which is where my mom lives. Kaatje and I now live in Singapore. Bubba came from South Bend, Indiana. We're 4 generations, firstborn daughters, but here we are. We're all together. We are. One of the best things about visiting in the summer in San Francisco is that we get to blackberry pick. And that's, I think, one of our oldest traditions as a family.
We're rinsing the jars so they're going to be clean and warm so that nothing is going to get cracked when we put the hot jam in.
Put them upside down.
And we have to use apple in the jam because blackberries, they don't have any pectin.
What's pectin?
Pectin is something that makes things gel. Otherwise, it just stays like syrup. We don't want pancake syrup, we want jam.
Where do
You
I
have to cut
put
them that size.
this size?
Like that.
This way?
You're doing good, yeah. So this is Kaatje's first year picking blackberries. I think the first time I ever made blackberry jam was when I was about 4.
Yeah.
Because I used to go picking, and I remember this little pail I used to carry with my dad and my mom, and we'd pick blackberries and come back, and we'd make jam together.
You want them all crushed, but you don't want them completely crushed. You want to leave some of the berry whole because you like to chew on that berry too. There's 1 cup of apples into 4 cups of berries, and 1 apple usually makes a cup.
Do you want it in gradually?
Then we gradually add the sugar and keep stirring.
Do you ever use brown sugar?
Yeah, I do use brown sugar sometimes, but with blackberries, I like white sugar because then the berry taste comes out stronger.
It looks hot.
Let's see. Here, open your. Tastes good, huh?
When it starts to foam, we skim the foam off the top of the berry.
It looks like a bubble bath. But if you go in, it might burn you.
I think it would definitely burn you.
I can't remember my age, 68 years old, I imagine, just like Kaatje. Gosh, probably 1927 or 28. During the years of the Depression, the Great Depression. We would walk out to these big farms and collect apples or peaches, whatever we could steal. And then bring the fruit home, and our mothers would prepare it or can them. And everybody then canned or preserved their foods.
Okay, so you can see now that the jam is beginning to get thicker. So we're going to be testing it pretty soon to see where we are. We use frozen plates because we want the jam to immediately get cool. And that way we get an idea of what it's going to be like when it's in the jar. It's doing pretty darn good, actually. And when I put my finger through it, it stays, yeah, so I think this is ready. Do you want to taste it? What do you think?
That's all for me.
Okay.
Now do I have to wash my hands again, Mommy?
Probably after you lick your fingers.
As soon as the jam is ready,
I'm starving for
we have to
some
put it
jam.
into
Here,
these
oh,
jars. You don't see the apples anymore, do you? They turn the same color as the blackberries. It's really, really hot, so be careful. I'll show you how to do it, and you do the next one, okay?
Okay.
All right.
You do one. Yeah, I know how to do that. Yeah, I know how to do
Okay.
that. How much? This much?
Yeah, quickly put more in.
Why?
It's important that we do it when it's hot, because otherwise
You have to wash that.
the seal won't work. Okay, that's good. That's perfect. Then, as soon as we get the jam into the jar, we put the lid on and flip it upside down.
It's getting all over the place.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. Jams are kind of like cakes. You have to pretty much follow the recipe or things don't go right, so you can't do a lot of ad lib. If you don't add enough sugar, then
It won't be sweet.
that's true. You're right, it won't be sweet, and also it won't gel properly.
Now can I lick the bowl?
Yeah, that's the thing I always used to ask my grandma too.
It's really wonderful to have this opportunity because we only come home once a year. So to get 4 generations together all at once doing this, for her, I mean, it's incredibly magical and something that she can hopefully tell her grandkids about.
My grandkids?
Yeah, eventually.
The last step is we flip these over. And pretty soon, oh, those are hot. You're gonna hear the jars pop. They're gonna go. That means that there's no air in the jam. I think the food scene has changed quite a bit. People want to do things that are local and sustainable and organic.
The young people seem to want to learn these old things and keep them alive. Because too many used to think it was too much work, but now they think it's something delightful to do.
We're gonna have some blackberry jam with some homemade orange bread that Kaatje and I made. Oh, that turned out good.
Nice.
Yeah. All needs is a good cup of coffee to go with it, right?
That would be nice. Kaatje, can you make a cappuccino for us?